Hello, this is Mr. Gomez. In this video, I'll be talking about the social studies activities for the week of 3/23. You can find those in the weekly parent guide at the bottom. Scroll down to the social studies here, and you'll see that we have two activities. The goal for social studies is to do 30 minutes twice a week. So we have two activities scheduled for Monday and Wednesday here. The first activity is learning about a biography, and then the second one is about cooperation. So you can find both of those on Pebble Go, which is a program you can see on the web desk. So I've linked it here. You can open the web desk there. When the students are on their web desk, they're going to be looking for Pebble Go. It looks over here, the pink, yellow, and purple. This is a program the kids are very familiar using, so it should be something that's not difficult for them to use. And when you go back to the parent guide, you will see that the directions are here on how to access the story we want them to work on this week. So first they're going to click on Pebble Go, and then they're going to go to biographies. So over here they're going to click on biographies, and then after biographies they're going to look for scientist. So we're going to scroll down until we see scientist, and then you can see there's a list of scientists on here. And the scientist we're going to research this week is Jane Goodall. And then you're going to listen to the story and complete the assignment below. So they're going to click on Jane Goodall. And Pebble Go is a great program. It'll read the story to them, or they can read it themselves. All they have to do is press the microphone here.
Jane Goodall is a scientist who studies animals.
Any of the red words they can click on to see the definition, because it's a glossary word. And then down at the bottom, they do have some media, the video, and the timeline will be important for this week's activity, because they'll be completing a timeline for their activity. So that you can close it up here, and then you want to make sure that they listen to every page of this biography. So it goes through all these different tabs, and once they're done reading, then the activity for them we have is for them to make their own timeline. They can write it on paper any way they want, or we provided a template if you're able to print, and they would just put the date in this box here and then what happened on that date. It can be very short and sweet, just like the example up here. So 1934, Jane is born, and we are perfectly fine with them using this timeline as a template for them to learn how to do it. If they want to extend the activity and find their own things for Jane Goodall that they want to add that was more important to them, that's fine as well. Making a timeline is not something that the students have done very much, so this is kind of a new activity for them, and we're perfectly fine with them using that timeline on Pebble Go to help them for this one. So that's what they're going to be doing for the first activity with Jane Goodall. The second one, same thing. They're going to be going to Pebble Go, except this time they're going to be clicking on social studies and then being a good citizen. So I'm going to go back here to home, and this time at the bottom I'm going to click on social studies and being a good citizen.
Being a good citizen.
And then inside the being a good citizen, you see there's a bunch of different ones. We're going to be working on the cooperation for this week. So they're going to click on cooperation. Same thing. There's a video that they can watch, and they're going to read each page.
Cooperation at school.
And then make sure that they are checking the vocabulary words, the glossary words that are highlighted in red as they're reading.
Cooperation at play.
And then once they're done, our activity is for them to write about one way that they have cooperated with someone. So the first sentence would be, I have cooperated, and they're going to complete the sentence and talk about a time that they have used cooperation. And then the second sentence is a little bit more tricky, is for them to talk about a way that they will try to be more cooperative. So maybe it's maybe they're not great at cooperating with their sister on cleaning the room, or maybe they're not good at cooperating when they have to take turns with baking with mom, or sometime that's a little bit more difficult. They're going to write about how they will try to cooperate more and be a better citizen. So those are the two activities for social studies. Again, you'll be using WebDesk and going to Pebble Go, and they're outlined here at the top.